Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Sensomi. And today we're going to start out against Notts County, the team that our former player or loaned player, we did lend him from Notts County, the Stern Irvine, which is going to be interesting to see. Let's see if we can find him here. There he is, Stern Irvine. And he seems okay, like he's still very promising player. I don't think he's developed like I thought, but still a very good player. Would have been great to have him down here with us, I think. I see I have players on the shortlist here as well. This is one interesting player. I guess they've been able to snap him up. Yeah. And we have this one. Another one that we seem to have had some interest because he's on our shortlist. And I'm not going to scout him because that costs money. Now, looking at this, I do regret this, to be honest. I just felt it was a little desperate move because I couldn't get them to improve our training facilities. And well, what about the youth facilities? And yes, I did get them okay, but the youth facilities is for players that are not in the club yet, youth players that are outside, that we get in these, and they're all crap. That's something that I have to put even further back. I should have saved the money to put it into when the board was ready to give us an upgrade on the training facilities, not the youth training facilities. But we do what we do. There's nothing I can do about it now. I can't take the money back. But of course it is the training facilities that are the next thing that we want to get up. I think we have good coaches and stuff like that, and or adequate coaches at least, and we now need to get the training facilities up now that we have become a professional club and can get every single session in here. We shouldn't be complaining anymore, or I shouldn't be complaining anymore about that. Now it is up to get the training facilities up so that we can develop those players, because let's face it, we're still going to be signing free transfers of pretty young players that has that potential stars to try and make some money and stuff like that, and to try and of course get higher up in the league system. But we're not going to be focusing on trying to get players through in our youth system, coming up from underneath, so to speak. Those players that come in once a year, we're not going to be aiming for them just yet. When and if we ever get money to be able to do that, of course we're going to try and improve that as well, but we're nowhere near that. So yeah, Jake Fisher, I put him on training. I just thought that we have so many seemingly good strikers now that I felt that it was perhaps a little hard for him to come into the striking situation. So I just gave him the opportunity to become a left midfielder here now instead, and see if he can develop into that. So why not play him there as well? We managed to make it with Afuka, so why not with Fisher? And yeah, Jude injured, which isn't good for us. I still think he's one of the best players that we have. So let's put in Bojang there on the bench. Give him the opportunity. Now Corey Andrews is back. I do not know if I will use him though. Let's put him up there outside still, but easy to access if we want him. We do want the complete defensive situation where we can change out players so that we can change everywhere in the defense. We now have the opportunity, but Gladwin can play anywhere. So I'm thinking, I want Glide. I want Glide there on the bench. But I would also like Corey Andrews. He's been injured, so I don't want to place him just... I don't want to throw him in. So I'm actually going to let him take Bojang's position because we have Gladwin. I know both right and left midfielders often get very tired because they have a lot of running to do. But yeah, let's do this. And let's hope that Jake Fisher can get something out of playing there as a left midfielder, and let's see what we can do against Stern Irvine. That's an interesting situation as well, facing a player that he only made one season here, but he was constantly our best trainer. He trained very well with us, and you could see that he wanted to become a good player in that sense. He did everything to try and become better. So yeah, but let's hope that he today has a bad day. Doesn't seem like it. He seems to be one of the better players in Notts County, so he's actually the best player in Notts County right now. Still goalless after 20 minutes. It's not a chance. Here we have a chance, and we are having the chance, and oh, that's a Maradona goal. Too bad. And did he get a card for that? Oh crap, I should of course have match overview there. Did he get a card? Yes, he got a card for the handball. Smoking. Dolby to Coleman. Coleman to Huith. He floats it in. Irvin is there heading it away. Kerry. Fisher. Gardner. Fisher. Gardner. Flahaven. Flahaven. Oh, Gardner. Ooh! That looked like it went in, but it didn't. It went over the bar. Come on, we are having a bit of a control at the moment. So here's Kerry to Stokes, and he found Flahaven. Flahaven gets it to Fisher. Fisher gets it to Afuka. He should have scored there, not hitting the bar. Let's do always press on that one. Oh, come on, Gardner, get that ball. Here's Huiz, here's Afuka. Afuka gets it in. Oh, nobody there to receive the ball. We've been playing good here, I must say. We are the team that have created a chance, at least the chances that we've been able to see here, so that's good. Huiz. Oh, crap. Peter Dickerson. Or Dickerson Peter. Here's Afuka. That Peter player. That was a strange pass, but Terenzi is taking his time, which could put us in an awkward situation here, but now the ball is a steal. And Steele hoisted up. Flahaven. Flahaven! Oh, crap. Interesting. Strange that we don't have better average rating in our players, since it seems like we are the ones creating the chances. But look at this, nobody is even green. But so neither are theirs. They haven't anybody up at 7 either. So let's hope that they don't get better here in the second half. But maybe I have a feeling I want to take out Flahaven and put in Corey Andrews. But I don't know. Oh crap, Coleman tried to hit that away, still gets it, that's good. Gardner tired, Huys tired, Afoka tired, Flahaven scores! Oh, brilliant! Thank you! Well, what a lucky thing that I didn't take him out. I was so close to putting in Mr. Corey Andrews there. In that position, even though I know Sam Dolby has been playing worse. Oh, here they come. Oh, get the ball away. Get the ball away. Come on, don't just stand there. Put pressure on him. Oh, crap. F hell. Let's do like this then. So we get Corey Andrews in to the game. Bloody. This wasn't good. There's Flahaven. There's Fisher. Jake Fisher. I wonder if he will become something. I mean, I'm putting my trust in that he has a good potential in the fact that that I did see him. He did get offers from Stoke and stuff like that when he was a youngster or a young player. I managed to keep him either way, so that's actually my only real knowledge if he, unless of course the stars or his potential rating on the stars there is of course also something that tells me that he has the potential to become something. But oh, Corey Andrews just outside. Bloody hell. But other than that, my thought of him as a star player or a potential star player is the fact that Stoke wanted to buy him when he came through our lines as a young player. So let's hope he has some really good potential, and let's hope we can improve that with the professional training that we are doing now and so on and so forth. But yeah, we're close to the end of this game. I take a draw, even though I feel that we were the better team in the first half, and they were the better team in the second half. But yeah, of course we can be a bit disappointed that we let ourselves go. But yeah, a draw is a draw. It's a point. The good thing is if we can muster up enough points so that we feel secure from these, from going out, we can start rotating players and start getting more people or more players match day practice so that they improve, hopefully. I know you don't improve by just training. You need to have those games as well under your belt. So, but what you call it, a combination of the both is the best. So I did lend this one out, Samuel Ade, to Tonbridge. He started out good there though, very good. So yeah, let's hope he can become somebody as well. So you can see I'm pressing in everything I can into this, and the good thing about these match preparation thing is that they don't take very much out of the players physically, so they don't get tired from it in the same way. Now this is a player I would like to sign. I mean, not one single red number. Everything is blue or yellow. But first of all, he doesn't want to sign for us. Look at the current ability and the potential ability. So far, he has not wanted to sign for us, and now he's contracted now as well. So, yeah. But now he's finished scouting him, so now we don't have to pay that amount of money. But because it costs money to do that as well. Mike Marlowe, didn't we put him on a special? I'm pretty sure we put him on a special. I'm pretty sure I made him train this. So I'm going to go back to that, do that again. And as a winger, I want them to have good crossings, of course. So that's important. Or as a wide midfielder, I want them to be having good crossings, of course, because you do have to put in some crosses when you are a wide midfield player. So we did get 1-1. I guess I'm going to I guess I have to be pleased with that. But yeah. Let's see. Did we get any information on? Because this was under 23. Yes. Victor. Victor did play quite good. It's another player that I'm very interested in seeing how he develops. Another striker, but I don't know if I want to take him up just yet. But yeah, sooner I think I'd have to, because he's a Nigerian player. But I want to train him to play. I don't know if I put him on the left or the right train. I think it was the right training. Let's see. Winger support. Yeah, I tried to train him up as a right midfielder. And yeah, because I have a mountain of really good strikers, and I even think I should be trying to figure out which strikers I don't need and try to sell them. But I'm afraid that I do know that one of the strikers I don't need is Tom Stagg, and that breaks my heart to try and sell him when we just signed him. But I do know that he was good way down where we were, but he's nowhere close to the other players in the striking force now. I don't think so anyway. So, but I'm gonna give him games once we have secured this division. Once we are secured in this division, if we ever get there to become secure in this division, I'm gonna throw him in from time to time and give him the opportunity to play. Because mostly of nostalgia, and I think all of that sort of thing. But yeah. Terenzi has a very high potential, does not seem to be able to really come out of his shell. You can see that many of the arrows are going down. Some of them are going up, but many of them are going down, which is sort of annoying. We want him to become better, of course, as we do with all our players, but especially the ones that we are putting extra effort into by letting him play week out and week in and stuff like that. Now, Terenzi is also another problem. We can't sort of have a going around, so to speak, with him. We can't make him play every other week and stuff like that, because we have the work permit to be considered. Now, this is a player. He's got such good numbers, and he was fine with getting £550 per week, so I couldn't resist this player. I know I'm going to have to try and lend him out so that he can hopefully get a work permit or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to sign him even though he's not getting a work permit here today. And hopefully we can, as I said, lend him out, and hopefully he will get into something good. Hopefully he will. There will be a chance for him to become to get that work permit, which is important, of course. But for now, we're going to put him on this. I know I shouldn't be signing these kind of players, but what can I do? I have a weakness. I'm going to ask him to welcome him. Do I want to put him in? Do I have no, don't have room for it. So yeah, that's okay. We go in here, and we're gonna of course try with transfer, offer to clubs, on loan. We want him to be an important player, and of course we want him to play as a midfielder, deep line playmaker. Come on, anybody good. You can see if we go into him again, we can see the value of him is 155,000. So if we could, I mean, just getting him sold now would make us a lot of money, because he has a, holy smokes, that was the mobile phone. That made a really annoying sound. But anyway, as you can see, as I said, £155,000, that would be a tremendous amount to get. I mean, if we can sell him to anybody, that would be marvelous. And look at all these numbers. He's got some great numbers. I bet you he's a very good, he's 3 now, could become 4.5. I think he would be a perfect player for us. But looking at it, he of course we need the work permit, and I don't know how that really works. Can he just stay in with us, train for 2 or 3 years, and then he will be getting, I don't know. Let's see what we can say here then. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on trying, and I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to try to lend him out. Hopefully we'll find somebody that can do something about that. You should be able to complain about the work permit, because looking at the player, it seems to be a player that we definitely could not sign an Englishman. There's no way we could find the money to sign an English player that good. But we still don't get, let's see. No, we should be, oh, I didn't see that. Let's do like this. And let's say, what did we want? No. Can't I put him so that the football director tries to lend him out? I'll go try it. Or do I have to find some? Let's see if we don't have that already. A lending, let's see, coaching, we don't have a lend. Whatever, medical is not the one with there. Scouting and research, we don't have a loan sort of thing, whatever they're called. If we go into staff search, take away all of these, we clear it. Come on. Don't we have, let's see, no, it's not here. Add condition, Attributes, new staff role. And we want coaching, no. Recruitment, loan manager. There we go. Don't a loan manager handles, then there should be a possibility to actually put players like the director of football here, transfer target, development list. Is responsible to finding suitable loan clubs. All right, so I should be putting him on the development list. Okay. You learn something new every day. It's a big game with a lot of info to take in. So let's put him on the to development list. Oh, great. I can put him where I want him to play, and I want him to play as a deep line playmaker. No need to be recalled. Can play in cup matches, yes. Loan cannot be terminated, okay. Can play in parent club research, no. Training facilities, poor. Let's have at least basic for them. Agreed playing time, regular starter. Yeah, I think that will be good enough. Do we just press here now? Yes, that should be good enough. And then we have one more of those players, don't we? We have Matt Mikkelsen that we can put on that list as well. But there's only an unwanted list. I don't want to put him on an unwanted list. He's available for loan. Development list. Why can't I put him in here? Okay. That's weird. I mean, I could put him there, but I can't put Matt Mikkelsen there. Why? That's weird. I don't want to get rid of him either. I want him to be lent out as well. Regular starter, right midfielder. We don't need to do any more than that. And offers to clubs, like that. Will it help? Interesting that they're both named Mads. I didn't realize that until now, but yeah. So, but I do believe, I have a lot of faith in both of them, so I do believe that they have a bright future. If they ever get a work permit, we could really use their playing abilities, but yeah, until then I need to find a way to lend them out so that they get games, so that they there is a maybe they can find a way to get that all those what should I say, no offers for Mikkelsen. Is he on that now then? Is it possible? No, still not able to put him on the development list. Why? Why? Tell me why. This is ridiculous. I mean, does it matter? I mean, I don't think they will let him play anyway. I don't think he's allowed to play in under 23 either, so it doesn't help putting him on that sort of thing. I want to be able to put him on the developing list. Maybe we can only have one player on the developing list at a time. Could that be it? If you know what is going on here, feel free to comment down below. And yeah, because this is weird, really weird. Hopefully he will be able to get him lent out so that he can come back with. Now, the bad thing about Bistrup is, of course, that I think he's a better player than Mikkelsen. But the bad thing about it is that he's Danish, and if he needs to be an international to get that work permit, I'm pretty sure that Bistrup is never going to get a single national team game, because the Danish national side is way too good to have a player way down in this division. So that's why I had more faith in Man Mikkelsen, because he's the Faroe Island. He's already made 28 caps. So I think it's very strange that he doesn't get that. What should I say? He doesn't get that work permit. He played in the latest game. He played in the game before that, didn't he? Yeah, he was in that game. He was in the game against Albania. Yes. Montenegro. Yes. Switzerland. Well, there's no information about the team there. That's weird. Very weird. Why aren't there any information about the... Was he in last year's here? No. Yes, he was. So he's been playing in the international team for Faroe Islands constantly. So why doesn't he get a work permit? It's extremely strange, I think. As I said, I don't know why. How many caps does he need to have in order to get that work permit? Look at his potential. And I'm getting very annoyed about him not getting a work permit, considering that he plays week in, week out. Let's see, work permit. Unable to play for the club without a work permit. Work permit for awarded. International appearances. Out to success after successful appearance in top 50 ranked countries. All right. Then we understand it. They're nowhere near 50 ranked countries. So, yeah. Club appearance points awarded depending on the reputation of the league. All right. Club continental competition appearance. More points depending on how far the club progresses. So there's no way... If I don't get him lent out, there's no way he's going to get a work permit. Relative wages. Players already in the UK only. Okay. Once the club feel that Mikkelsen has enough points for successful work permit to play, they will submit the application automatically. Does not correctly have a work permit and unlikely to get one. Well, that's sad. Really sad. Now, he is worth 73, but we can't get him sold either, so... Weird. It's so strange, I must say. But that's the way it is. Here, I guess the rules are like that in the real world as well. Oliver Newton. That's another defender that we signed this summer. Looks like he's able to become really good, but he's down and developing in the under 23s. But he's the best. He's trained the best in the club this week. That's nice. Man Mikkelsen, worst trained. That's not good. I'm going to continue to try and get these players lent out, and hopefully they will sooner or later find a club to play in, and hopefully that's in a country that is good enough and in a club that is good enough to give him points to become sort of a player that gets a lot of games and so on and so forth, and then he should be getting a work permit. And then we can use him. But there's no way we're going to be using any of those players this season, that's for sure. Here's another player that I guess I'm interested in. I guess I put him on the shortlist as well. Yes. And as if we ask he wants 2.2 per week. There's no way we can pay that. So I guess he's a really good player. Let's have a look at his numbers. A lot of blue and yellow, and yeah. I don't want to scout him either, because scouting player costs money, so we lose money when we do that. Let's see here. JJ Hazel has improved. I guess I'm going to have to praise him, even though he's one of those young players that I don't believe much in. Loads of red numbers, but yeah, maybe. Let's see what happens. We haven't, or have we? No, he's gotten up from our youth system, yes. So let's go. Northampton Town at home. We now have 3 home games before we end this episode, so that's a good thing, I hope. I hope we can get something in our coffin, because we are down to 44,000, which means we are losing money in a way too fast. We're losing money way too fast. We really should start to get rid of players. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Why signed new players that are going to cost a lot? That you can't even use. But yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing, but it's my thing. Jude not getting health free from his injury this time around. You know what? I'm gonna try with Neil Flahaven there and try to give Corey Andrews a starting. They are linked up quite good, so that might be doing something. Other than that, I think I'm going to go with the same team, actually. Jake Fisher, giving him more time to try and develop that situation. I'm actually considering, if we get him to be green there, light green that is, like that, like he is in a striker position, if we can get that to be light green in the near future, I'm actually going to try. No, that's where he's playing. Yes, if I get this light green in the near future, I'm going to be putting him on the right side as well and try to pump that up and see if I can get him to be able to play on both sides. He's only 19, so he has some time to develop that. I'm just hoping that everything else is developing at the same time, so he doesn't just put, so that the focus doesn't take away from all the other things that needs to be done for him to develop into a good player, if he is going to develop into a good player. But yeah, let's hope for that. I'm hopeful. I hope you're hopeful too. Now, we're facing Northampton today, and they are actually quite low down. So we might have a little chance today. Shouldn't have said that, because here they come. And Steele is there, but they get the rebound, and it's 1-0 for Northampton. Not good. Not good at all. Damn it. Damn it, damn. These are the games we need to win. These are the games we need to play good, so that we can stay away from the teams and not give the teams down there the opportunity to come to bring us beneath them. So, I mean, we can screw up against the teams in the top of the table, because I know we're not going to be fighting for those positions up there. We need to find some really good player or something to do that. But these games, where we actually need the points not to go out of the division, these are the games that we really need to get the points. And I can understand the winning against Forest Green, because as we can see, they are dead last, only scraping up 4 points. So I guess that point was well deserved. Fleetwood, another question though, because we did win against Fleetwood as well at home with 5-2, didn't we? And they are on a playoff position in the league, so they've been playing well after the loss against us. So yeah, let's see what happens. Here's Andrews, here's Gardner finding Andrews. Andrews is through and Andrews scores! We have the equaliser. Corey Andrews. Corey Andrews. Brilliant. An equaliser. And let's get on with it. Come on, lads. I know you can do this. Here they come. Simmons. McWilliams. And they are pounding us. Oh, we were lucky there that he couldn't find the net. I mean, I am thinking I think I'm going to take out Emil Hughes and give that Kaya the opportunity to get some games under his belt. Other than that, I have no other. I think Carl Coleman has been playing really bad today, 6.2. So maybe I should give Jude Russell the opportunity to try and see what he can do there. Here's Terenzi with the throw-in to Fisher, to Terenzi, and that's a way into Afuka! Afuka makes it 2-1! Brilliant! This is the type of games we need to win. Come on. Don't care if I lose against Rochdale or Accrington or Burton or Fleetwood or Tranmere or Oldham or Salford or Port Vale. These are the games. The games against Forest Green, Filder, Chesterfield, Notts County, Hartlepool, Northampton, Shrewsbury and Jaywell. Those are the games we need to win because we really want to stay in the division. I don't care about reaching high. I just want to stay in the division, and the sooner we can establish ourselves to stay in this division, the sooner we will have the ability to let a lot of players in to train and to get games and so on and so forth. I'm thinking about players like Jake Fisher, to give him the opportunity to train himself to get good in both left and right midfield. But now he's in there because Jude is injured. There's no way that Fisher would play there if Jude was healthy and we needed the points. But so once Jude is back, Fisher is going to be on the bench again, and he's going to get some 5-10 minutes in the games, or when we feel that the game is over, or the game in either way, if we feel that we're so far back that we cannot come back from that, 2-3-0 up and there's half an hour left, let's put Fisher in to train his ability to play on the left side and stuff like that. But if we can secure, let's see what this, Andre Manabero has been linked with the manager of a scrum pub. I hope he won't go. I don't want to talk about it. But I guess there's nothing more I can do than hope. I hope we get some compensation for him in that case. I know that won't probably be a lot of money since he's down here and everything. And Vance doesn't want to be... He's just signed. Isn't this the former Liverpool? Yeah, and he signed this summer. He's a youth player that I have high hopes, but he's only 18. He's in the under-23, and in the under-23. And I hope he's getting games in that. 7 games so far. Hasn't played very well, but did he really think he was going to be playing in the first team? I guess there's, to be honest, I think there is a good chance that I have given him that sort of contract. I don't know where we can see what kind of contracts negotiation thingamajig we have with him. Let's see. Balanced. Doesn't look like. Let's see. No. Doesn't look like we can see what kind of situation that is. I don't think I have him as a first team player. I think I have him as a future prospect, but I don't know. I needed to. I would love to be able to see that. And I always, if that is something that exists, I really always forget about that. Contract info, perhaps? No, it's still not here. It should be in here in the contract, because of course it's in the contract that says where it should be the information about what his status in the club is. So yeah, weird one. Really weird one that I can't find that. I mean, squad player. Oh, all right. He's a squad player. Here it is. I've signed him as a squad player, so I guess he is expecting to get some games in the first team. So yeah, let's see. Maybe I can change him out for Jude from time to time. Let's see. Will you be granting Steve wants the playing time? I'm not going to answer that. I am going to try and see if I can't put him on the bench instead of Jude the times where we don't, it doesn't crash or collide with the under 23. You know what? I'm going to see here as well. We don't have any games with the under 23. So what I'm going to do is actually on Thursdays, this team is going to be facing. I can't. What happened? What happened there? Let's do this one then. Yeah, against Welling under 18. But yeah, let's try. Because if we can pump fixture between those two teams there, they will be getting games at least. Let's start with 2 here, just so that they get some games under their belt. Let's get into the developing here, because I want to go into their fixtures. I have to make sure that I don't put anything. I know I'm not going to go anywhere in that cup, so really I shouldn't really bother about it. But yeah, I want them to be fresh for that game no matter what. So, but the under 23, as I said, has no fixtures, so trying to pump in as many friendlies as possible with the under 18 team would of course be a good thing, I guess. I could try to reach something else as well. Perhaps there is something nearby or smaller. No foreign, because I think similar reputation, perhaps. Buffety will cost us 133, but we will make money out of that. That's another good thing. Any pound that we make is a good pound. So we have 4 games there now. We're going to leave it at that. And have we already played 3 games? No, we have played 2. Notts County, Northampton. We have Chesterfield and Fulham under 23 left. So I guess Chesterfield is there. We need to be. Oh, we need to go in and do that week in training as well, since that is the last game of this episode. I want the training to be done, and then I'll do the training for the next episode after that. So let's see here. Now, you could say you shouldn't be putting in more here, but I want to have teamwork, because teamwork doesn't take very much of the what should I say? There isn't very high risk of fatigue or injury or something like that when you put in those kind of things. It's match tactics. It's the same thing. I think Mac practice does. That's something that you should stay away from if you're not far away from. So like this, I want review, and I don't want anything else because we've just come off our game there. But maybe here, put in, if you go match practice, you see that jumps up a lot, but you can go attacking movement and you get some slight in training, what should I say, some slight positive effects of all this, while you still keep this down to normal or to a border where you sort of don't get them injured. So I think that's really, really good to just fill out the training sessions with this match preparation thingamajig. I don't know if it's a good thing, but I think it is. I don't think that they need the rest. But now we have made that week up as well. So since we're going to be playing Fulham game, and then I won't be back until the Cheltenham for, which is the next episode. I feel secure that I in between these days here, I will fill out the training session for that time. So instead of doing that now and having you to go through that. Butler resumes full training. Now there's a lot of players that I'm trying to actually sell, but feels like it's an impossible thing to do. And that is extremely irritating, to be honest. Training schedule for coming weeks. Welling United, yes, we've been doing that. Look at that. There's an under 20, an under 18 game for Welling, a friendly. So that's got to be arranged that I haven't seen. And I guess the friendlies and stuff is arranged pretty closely to the happenings. But I want to have a good amount of friendlies for the under 23. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and find a way to do that off camera as well, where I go through and every Thursday they should be facing somebody. If I can't find any teams that we can make some money off, then of course I'm gonna be what? They're not training quickness. Oh well. As I said, if I can't find a team that I can make money off and stuff like that, I'm going to have them play against the under 18 like I have here. So now that it is, I am regretting a bit that I chose to face under 18 teams. I should have tried to find other teams to play, but yeah. Let's just move on here today and see what we ends up with. Maybe we can still get an under 23 fixtures squeezed in on this Thursday here. We can't face under 18, but maybe we can face a similar reputation team like Dorking or smaller, larger. Do we get any money out of these? No. So we need to have that within here we can. Larger reputation will clear. This will give us, but it costs more than it will give us. Similar teams then won't give us anything like that. This one will cost us way more than we. So no. but we can still get a game for them to play. London Tigers. Let's get the London Tigers to come and face our under 23 team there, hopefully, so that they get some training as well. You can see we are in big trouble. 13,000, and it's not going to be as forgiving as it was down the division, which is making me a bit worried. I don't want to be kicked out of or anything like that. I don't want to get sacked because the financial situation is too bad, or put the club into ruin just because I can't handle the financial situation, which seems like could be. And since it is like that, I am scared that we will lose too much money. Here we have a confirmed period of the has ended with the club successfully complying with financial fair play regulations. The club is currently spending 20 per week less on player wages than allowed to comply with the regulations. The next financial, so yeah, we do have we're paying £20,000 less than we are allowed to as a club in this division, but we're not handling our finances in no means. And the bank loan that they took out now, which is payable, but that's a salary of £5,500 just to get that 1,000 spectators, which doesn't give us a single dime, since we're not getting any more attendance. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the 5 to maybe 8 or maybe even 1,000 attendance that we have raised this season is because that we are in a higher division. I think we would still have around 2,000 as a attendance even if we didn't expand our stadium. So it's such a bull-crappy thing to do by the board, stealing the money away from me like that. But yeah, it's my fault as well. I really should keep the wages down. I'm above the wage budget with £1,000, but I can't get rid of those players. I mean, we have, if you look at this unwanted list, we still have a lot of players here. I mean, it's way over £1,000. We even have a 2,000 per week player in this situation where we say, well, he can be, we want 40,000 for him, but all the others we say, doesn't matter what kind of money we get for him, just get them out of the club. I mean, with 500, 275, 250, we already have the £1,000 there, and then we have another £200-300 that we could, if we just got rid of these deadwood that we have in the club. So that is, of course, something important that we need to address in some way. And of course, I'm also going to go through the clubs, the players again, because this is way too many players to have in the club. I'm regretting signing Tom Staggs, but 200 per week compared to the players that we want to get rid of, I don't think Tom Staggs is the problem with our finances. So yeah, we're gonna have to find some way. Mads Bidstrup is a bigger problem, to be honest. Then, but it doesn't seem like the what's his name, the director of football is able to. He hasn't started yet. Why haven't he started yet? Start. Come on. Start. Tobias, start trying to get him loaned out. That's weird. And let's see, maybe I can go in here, make board request, staff. Let's see if I can add a loan manager. Maybe we can, with a loan manager, maybe we can get them out of the club in that way. Board response, they reject it, so no way. There's no way. Here we have players away on international duty. 3 of the 4 players that are going to go away on international duty is players that we want to get rid of, and they're playing in the main squad, and we still can't get rid of them. Now, sorry, Harry Brithwithel is somebody that we have put. We could have sold him last year for 64, I think was the highest bid for him, but we decided to keep him, and I guess since we have new players taking that position away from him, I guess that was a bad decision. But on the other hand, I think it was quite far from the end of the season, so maybe if we had sold him, we wouldn't have ended up first in the league. So pish posh, I don't know which was the best. We won't know what the best choice would have been, but definitely, I definitely want us to figure out how to balance this with the finances and still be able to have a strong side to compete in the League Two, to stay at least. I think that the sad part is probably that we have a hard time with the sponsoring. We need to get some sponsor deals, which could actually help us a lot. They want me to offer a new contract to him. How's his contract at the moment? Goes out 26, so you still have 2 years left. I think I'm going to wait until the summer. I don't think he's going to be making a tremendously great season, so yeah. Under 23 wins with 12-1 against London Tigers. Maybe that will be a good effort. I mean, playing good and stuff like that, having great games might even be a good thing for the under 23, for the players to develop and stuff like that, instead of getting beaten every week if they play in the first team. You can see here international duty during that cup, so if we're lucky, Fulham under 23 have all their best players away on international duty. Let's hope that. And here we go. Yeah, if we're going to do without both our central defenders, I'm going to ask them to postpone that game. So yeah, definitely. 3 of your players has been called up to international duty. It's Matt Mickelson, as usual. Robert Stokes in the Wales under 21, and John Carey in the under 19. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to confirm that they can all play in their international duty. I just hope that we are not without a lot of these good players in the Papa John Trophy. That would be a shame. I'm sitting here hoping that they would be without players, and then maybe it's we that's going to be without our star players. But yeah, criticize him like that. We can see that Oliver Newton, that's, I think it's the second time in a row. Oh, he's been doing a green jump here in jumping. Green jumping. That's good. Oscar Terenzi finally on this side of the training situation. He's been on the worst side a couple of times. Now he's on this side. That's good. But both Neil Flahavan and Alfie Matthews is on this side. That's not good. Not good at all. Oh well. let's move on. We have 2 more games to play before this episode is over. So, yeah, let's just get this underway. I can see that they are not going to leave before the game against Fulham. They're going to leave after the game against Fulham. So that's good for us. I have pen and paper ready as well to maybe write down some things that I should keep in mind, because I'm realizing that there is a lot of things that I tell myself I need to do that, I need to do this, but I'm gonna have to wait until I get there and this and so on and so forth, and then you are there and you have forgotten everything, and crackers, you lose out on the things that you wanted to do. And yeah, now let's see, we're gonna be playing here today. Hugh's injured. That's not good. It's good for Kaya, but not good for my team, I think. Should we be putting Azaz in there? We were not allowed to put Matt Bidstrup in there, but we would have loved to do that. Noor is not registered, so we're going to have to put Azaz. There's no other thing to it. Rabbit, I want to get rid of Rabbit. I can't get rid of him. Noor, can't get rid of Noor. Ellison is not registered for the next match. They are not being brought in, so they should really be lent out. I mean, let's have a look at this. Yeah, I can put him on the developing list. So there's something wrong with, what's his name? Let's have it with basic at least. And I want him to be able to play there. I don't really care what they use him as, but that's the way I want the cookie to crumble, with Ellison right. And then we have Dean Pilkington. I think we're going to do the same with him. Very weird that we can't put Matt Mickelson on the same sort of thing here. I want him on the developing list as well. Not going to be anything more there. Let's see if we can try one more time with Matt Mickelson. No, can't put him there. I don't know why. Very, very strange. We're just gonna have to see what we can do off camera later on. So I'm gonna be seeing and taking all the advice I can find. I know that Sealand, the YouTuber, does have one video where he talks about how to get rid of players that you can't get rid of. Let's see if there's some useful information in that thingamajig. So, but I don't think I can do anything more than this, actually. I think I want to try it out. I know we are not as good as we were. Yeah, that's right. We shouldn't forget about this. Let's give Steve Vance a chance to play. He'll be on the bench. Maybe we'll bring him in. And Kaya is lacking match fitness, which isn't very strange since he hasn't been playing. Always tight marking on him. Yes, we can do that. Pump fist. Come on. Come on, me little players. Let's show what we are made of. It's Chesterfield, so they are in the bottom of the league, and we need to be getting a result against these teams. Not the best of times to have a lot of star players or quality players out injured and stuff. Both Hugh and Jude would have been gold worth to have in this game, because Chesterfield is one of those teams that we really don't want to lose against, because that is somewhere way down in there, struggling in the bottom, and we don't want to get there. And Flahaven makes it 1-1. Good. Or should I even say great? I must say great. That's some great play you do there. So, come on. It is a nervous thing, but I mean, as I said, you can see the 22nd position, even though they have a point here at the moment. So, if we go one up, they're going to fall down to the relegation zone. So, of course, I want to... It's important to win these games. And here's Andrews, and I think he was offside. Yes, he was offside. It's a good pass by Fisher, though, to let it in there instead of shooting. Well, it wasn't a good pass if you think that if he just shot, it wouldn't have, and it went in, it wouldn't have been an offside goal. But it was the pass that Fisher did that was the offside pass. So, but yeah, it was a good pass. Otherwise, if just Corey Andrews could have stayed out of offside situation and still run into that ball that came from Fisher, then it would have been a great pass by Fisher. So can't judge it by that. Come on, Welling, we need to get a grip of the play here. We can't play like this. We can't let them pass the ball around. That's not a good ball. Oh, thank you, Steele. Thank you for saving us this time. Half time at Parkview Road, which means we can see the attendance, which is 2,264. And we're way off from how many players we can have on the pitch. So I'm still going to go with that we should not have extended our stadium. We should have used that money for other things. I don't know if the board put money into the club in a part of the money to build the stadium or to expand the stadium, because the original sum that I was given there was 1.7. They said that it would cost £1,700,000. Ooh, hits the bar. £1,700,000 to build the arena, and we didn't. No money disappeared from our account, and we ended up with a loan for 575,000. So that means, where did the rest of the money come from? Did the board push that into the build? Then maybe I would be okay with that 1,000 with that build, but still we are ending up with a loan that is costing us £5,500 per week. That's actually none of our players, not even our star players, have that. I think the ones that have the most is Joe Bennett, and he's got 2,000 in salary. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Oh, come on. Tasaki, Ofuka. Afuka. I don't know why I have such problems saying, because that's not supposed to be a very hard name to say. Many African name is hard, especially if you need to put in some. But and I have problems. I mean, it's part of my problems with as I say, I've said many times that I'm a dyslexic. So let's pause the game here because we need to do some changes. 6.2. Let's see if Vance has anything to say about things here. Let's give Bennett the benefit of a doubt. Who else do I have? Finasas. Should I give him an opportunity as well? I will. That's the way I want it to be. And then we go play. Let's see if we get there, if there's time for them to come in and do anything for us. Here's a good pass up to Andrews. Andrews, no. Way too many misses in those situations, which I don't like at all. But yeah, don't know what to say. Bennett is there, heading that ball, being certitude. Here's Andrews, he's reaching Flahaven, and Flahaven puts in 2-1. We have turned the game around. Flahaven. Great. And we have pushed Chesterfield down to in the relegation zone. Here's Vance. Flahaven. No, didn't get anywhere with that. There's Maguire. But here they come. Oh, will we mess it up? Will we mess it up here in the end of this? Oh, no. Bennett is there. Good. Here's Fisher. Jake Fisher to Andrews. Can Andrews run away from the defense here? He can, but he has nobody with him, and the shot is... It seems like he got his foot stuck in the grass when he did hit the ball, so that because the ball was rolling really slowly and stuff. But we did win the game. We took another 3 points, and that's great. I'm going to be really happy about that. And we have done it again. But as I said, those are the teams that we really need to win against. And it was really hard to beat Chesterfield today. We were very lucky to get 3 points out of this game. So, yeah. There we go. We're going to be fighting the entire season here, I guess. But if we can get points enough to feel secure that we can start to roll on players. I mean, when I say roll on players, I mean, of course, to have a rotating system where we can bring all the players that we think have the potential to become something in the future into play. So that players like Steve Vance and all of these other players down here can get the games that they need in order to develop. I mean, this one, isn't he? He's 23 and he doesn't play. I'm sure we signed him for this season. Why is he not available for the under 23? That's weird. Let's do that. But as I said, I am starting to think that maybe we should, since he earns a lot of money. He is requested transferred and he is transfers listed and everything. Maybe we should give him the opportunity to try, because I think he has, well, he's half a star less than Oscar. But let's put Oscar on rest for a while and let him play to try and make, should I say, commercial for himself. Try to show the world that they should buy him. Even though he costs 2,000 a week. Let's do that. Let's hope that that will be the right way to go. So, yeah. Trevitt loan agreement. I should bring to your attention that Ryan Trevitt is often being played outside of their great position. I guess we're going to have to talk about it. I'm really not... I'll take care of it. Yeah. I really don't mind if he doesn't play on the right side, even if that's where I want him. The important thing is that he's developing as a player, and then we can take care of the having him play on the right position, so to speak. So yeah. And they've signed Walks that we couldn't afford him. He wanted 2.2 thousand in salaries. Which I said, we're already paying 2,000 for Joe Bennett, and we want to do everything we can. Minimum qualification. Okay. We want to do everything we can to get players. Moral is superb, important player. Yeah, I mean, he's not an important player anymore. And he doesn't seem to be training very well either. So I think it's the determination that is only on 3 that makes Charlie Wiggett not develop into anything, really. I think he had have some real potential to be a really good player, but he's not there in the training, and he's not putting in the training that is needed. I mean, sure, we don't have the facilities that he probably needs, but he still should be doing a lot better than he's doing, that's for sure. So not much I can do about it. Sure, I could play him in the first team, but we did that as well, and nothing happened there. So the only thing that's left to try and see if he can develop is to build better training facilities, and to get better training facilities I really need the money. So, and that doesn't seem like that's going to be falling in our laps. So yeah, it's going to be tough. Expect low? Why? Why wouldn't people be interested in going to see to take a look at this game? Let's go into Fulham under 23 to just see if they have anybody away. Nobody from their team is away on international duty. That's not good. No under 23 player is away playing any sort of international games, while we have 4 players away, given that it's only one of them that is, or is it 2? I don't know about Stokes and Kerry, if they are going to be out of that game, or if it's none of them are out of it. Maybe that's when we get into the 7 international duty players, that those 2 players disappear as well. So it's the last game of this episode, and I think it's going to be an interesting game to end with. What latest Everton performance? I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Let's see. So it's an interesting way to end the episode, I think, to get this Papa John's Trophy game. Too bad that what is this grey here? This player counts toward the minimum number of qualification players required. I don't know what that means, to be honest. But yeah, let's not bicker about it. I think we're going to go with the same team, aren't we? Carrier is very tired. That's a bad thing. So you know what? I'm just going to do next match only, and I'm going to get Charlie Wiggett in there. Let's see. Chisholm Afuka is very tired. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to let him play. We have Finazaz. Gardner is okay. Finazaz can be coming in if something happens. Let's have a look down here. How about Jude? He's still injured, so I'm not going to be doing anything to put him in. We have Stags, but no, I still want to win it. I actually still want to win this, but let's put... No, we can't take out Afoka if we take him on that position. Maybe Glenn? Or should we try without Sam this time? We're going to go without Sam this time. So yeah, let's have this lineup and see what they can do against Fulham under 23. Interesting to see Chris Wiggett back. And he's probably going to be the captain today because he is. Yes. He is our first team captain, so which is weird since he's not playing much, which is it's a negative thing that we have him as captain now that he doesn't play, but it was good for us, I think, the last season where he was a regular, but it wasn't good for him since he didn't develop. But having him taken out of the team this year hasn't developed him either, so I really don't know where we will end up when it comes to this one. Here's Bennett with the free kick, gets it in, Stokes is there, and Gardner is there. 1-0 for Wellington United. Really well deserved, and really something that we needed. If we want to have any chance of getting through in this cup, we need a win here today. That's just the way it is. It's going to be extremely hard, I think, to get points against Swindon. The under-23 should be an easier target, even if it's a Premier League team than Swindon Town. But at the same time, we can see that Swindon hasn't started very well either. But that's against this team, of course. Not us, but the other team on the pitch here, the Fulham under-23. So folk are doing that very well, but they're getting the ball away. I still think that Fulham this under-23 team is probably a lot better than us and still going to do that to us. Well, we have a good start. Afuka, so tired. Fisher, extremely tired. Oh no, already? I didn't think that they would be so tired so quickly. I think at least going to do that. And should we put in Ben here? Not yet. Let's start the second half with let's pump our fist here. And we have Steve Vance that we would want to give the opportunity to play. So I guess it's going to be Ben and Steve that's coming in later on in the game. We're going to start with this players, just with Bojang coming in. There's Bennett. Oh, nothing there. And here they come. I wonder if Afuka is going to get a yellow card for that once the signal has gone. No, he didn't. A lot of yellow cards on their team, though. That's a good thing. Let's hope that they can get somebody. Yeah. Afuka did get a yellow card, but it came a little later. Let's see. We're going to do some changes now. The two players that we said we were going to put in is going to get the opportunity to come in. I don't think we're going to be able to do any more substitutions now. Here's Vance. Here's Kea. Stokes. Yes, and Andrews. And Andrews! Corey Andrews makes it 2-1 to Welling United. Come on, Welling, let's keep this. Corey Andrews. Corey Andrews. Corey Andrews. Brilliant. Come on. We can win this. We are good enough. I've seen you beat teams like this before. Come on. Don't let me down now at the very end of the game. Can Gardner get that? No, he certainly couldn't. He's way off his mark there. The Fulham player had so much more pace than Gardner. I don't know. It seems like Gardner is really run down. Kea, same thing. He's really run down. He's only been playing this second half here, hasn't he? No, he's been playing the entire game. Here he's injured. So both the central midfielders are so tired. Look at Bojang. He's extremely tired as well. This is not good. Stokes hoisting it up, but it doesn't reach any of our players. Here's Carvalho for Fulham under 23. And he's... Ooh. Thank you for missing that goal. Only 200 attendance in this game, in an important cup game. The only cup that we have just a slimy, tiny piece of chance of winning. That's so strange. But we did win the game. And that was a tremendous thing. Now we have one more game in this this group here to play. We're dead last at the moment, but if we take a look, everybody is on 3 points, and we're going to face Swindon Town in the very last game, and we're actually going to face them at home. So getting a win in that game will bring us through to the next round. That's interesting. And you can even say that if we win against Swindon and Dons and Fulham draw, we're actually going to win the group. So everything to play for in that last group stage game. And I wonder if we're going to get that in the next episode or not. No, we're not, because it's way off into November here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in betweens. So we're going to have these 4 in the next episode, and then the last game in the episode after that is where we'll find out if we can go through in that FA Trophy or League Cup Trophy, Papa John thingamajig. I don't know really, Papa John's Trophy, that's they call it. Interesting to see if we could. Would be great if we could go through. Actually, I would be really happy about that. I can't lie about that. But there's a lot of groups. Oh, look at all the groups there are. All groups in the other section. We are in this section here, yes. So there's loads of group playing here in this Papa John's before things happens. So, but we played all the games we are supposed to do in this episode. Having a little flashback into 1 draw and 3 winnings. That's a tremendous episode in this division. I think so. And I'm very pleased with how this episode has ended and gone. Totally. Little unlucky that we let one in there at the end of the things there against Notts County, but still a point against Notts County is actually really good, I think. So yeah, I'm feeling positive about this. 3 home games, 3-2-1 victories, which is cool. So do like, subscribe, and all that nice stuff. Leave a comment, for God's sake. Tell me what you think about this. And stay safe. Have fun. Remember, life's mostly about having fun. So not much more to say than bye 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 bye.